Hi friends, welcome back to, I don't know what to call this, to Blossom and Inspire, Jason and Sandra's kitchen remodel. I'm Sandra. Let's see, if you like this type of video content, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. And I'm just gonna do this is really for me as well, one last shot of the super messy kitchen under construction before the paint goes on. So our island, this is the front side facing the living area, and there'll be doors on those. There's a 12-inch overhang right there on the island, so we'll be able to sit four bar stools comfortably under there because our island has increased in size. It is going to be 8 feet long by 4 feet wide. I kept saying 5 feet, but it is 4 feet, maybe 4 feet and 1 inch, but it's about the 4 foot wide. And so we can sit 2 bar stools, the type that we purchase, on either end when we have extra guests. And then on both ends, we extended the overhang out, and that's how we got the 8 feet. We have plenty of room to do that. We weren't sure until we got everything in if that was gonna work. It does. We're so grateful because now we can sit 8 people at the island during family events. And we have a lot of grandkids that come over to visit. And then we bought stackable swivel low back bar stools that are easy to clean and easy to stack and put away when we don't need them. And that still leaves us plenty of room for a table in this area that can sit 6 to 8 people when needed. So just a quick little run around. Jason's got all the cabinetry up. The doors aren't on yet because he's gonna paint first. He did get the switches moved over to the outside for all the lighting. That's a lot of light switches, but we have porch, deck lights, and then we have the outside, the big lights that go out there. And then we have, I think, one controls the kitchen. I don't know, there's a lot of light switches. We're used to them, so we're just gonna keep them. And then here is the inside, and then that will have a safety security stuff all covering that, so there's no exposed wires or anything like that. These shelves are all stationary on this pantry, which is fine. Not sure why we have like skinny shelves there, like little spaces. That'll change because I don't know what I would even put in there. Maybe pans, because this is kind of deep. Then coming around, we have this. It's hard to show you this way. Let's see. So that space, that open space, is where the dishwasher will be going. And then I have this little tiny bit of counter space here where that door is. That's where the sink will be going. It drops in there. So that little bit of counter space. And I did choose to have a cabinet, and oh, look, and I came home from work and look at the molding is at the top. It's gonna be so beautiful. There's a little gap down here. We decided to keep the gap because that gives me a place where I can slide in like my calendar. I do utilize this space a lot, and I wanted a counter that came all the way down because this is where I keep like all my vitamins. I do everything at the counter right here, and my old situation showed everything was on the counter. Now I can have it tucked away in here, and I have a place like a wall to use. Anyways, lots of pluses, lots of pluses. So moving down here, that empty slot there is where the garbage compactor will be going. So that'll be all counter. Our countertops are ordered. Template measuring is coming in soon, and we are doing quartz. We picked out a really pretty light, very lightly designed one so that we have a lot of brightness because our cabinet colors are going to be dark. And then there's just that one cabinet there. The stove will go there, and then there's our countertop right there. So that's it. That's it for the countertop in this kitchen. But and then there's the cabinets up there and a cabinet above the microwave right there. We have cabinets above the refrigerator right there. The refrigerator will be going in there. And then that right there is the double door pantry. I keep calling it pantry. It's gonna be more like a linen type closet, but will hold other things as well. So counter space may seem small until you turn around and you see this gigantic island. So the island is huge. And I have drawers on top, actual drawers. And then down below, I have they all three have the pull-out drawers in the cabinets. Okay, friends, just wanted to give another update here. I didn't notice that Jason did the molding all the way across. Isn't it gorgeous? So it goes all the way up to the ceiling. And then he had to put an extra piece in there to fill. And there's like a little gap that's, of course, nothing's even. This house was built, and then there was an addition put onto it, not by us. And then here we are trying to redo things. And back when we did the basement, when he remodeled the basement for me, he had to jack the floor up. So there's all kinds of things that have shifted. So he had to go in at the very top and put a thin piece of wood, and he had to measure because the whole thing and get it in there, because the ceiling is, there's like, it doesn't match up. It's not like an exact 1 inch or 2 inches. So he got that all the way up, all the way to the ceiling, so that it will be a nice flushed finished piece once it's all painted. So that'll be the next thing is the painting of the cupboards and the counters. Now we are gonna do the uppers, the lowers, and the island, all the same color paint. I have a lot of friends that say, don't do that, do them 2 different colors, but you know what? My husband does not like that. He's doing all the work, and I don't mind it. And our countertop is huge. It's like 4 feet by 1, maybe 2 inches wide, and it's 8 feet long. It's gonna be a beautiful white with a little bit of design mixed in, but very, very lightly. We wanted all the counters to be nice and light colored. So I feel like that's gonna bring enough light in, plus the window there, the doors there, and the window there. And that are cleaned off and moved everything to the windowsill. But he is still prepping for the painting. Got some more plastic up, and now he's in the process of building these racks. These racks will hold all the cupboard doors while they're drying from the paint. And before he can start painting them, he's actually building these racks. He's outside right now sawing down some more little blocks and little leg pieces that go in there. He saws them all down, then he builds the racks. And then I think painting is after that. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm super excited to find out. Thought I would just show you just a little bit more of what he does for his prep work. He cut up all his own pieces right here, and now he's building his drying rack right there. Once that's completed, he'll be able to put all the doors in between. Those are the racks right there that he built, that Jason built. And you can see that he's got some of the doors on them to the cabinets. And then there's those ones over there. Aren't those cool? So yeah, if they don't have what you want and how you want to do it, you just make it yourself. First coat of primer. It might be the only coat on some of them. I'm not really sure. I know that the doors will have to be done again because only one side for the doors, I believe, are done. Yeah, you can see right there. So he's going to be painting the inside and the front and the back side of all the doors, all the cabinet doors. But look at it, it's white and bright in here right now. Whoops, sorry, that was a fast spin. So there's all of that. He has the wall plasticed up. Doesn't that look creepy? I'm like, it looks a little Dexter-y in here. So much mess everywhere. And then there'll be a panel that goes on here that's getting painted. So we don't have to really worry about that. But the front side, look at that. Isn't that awesome? And then all of these will be, all the cabinet doors will be blue, or like it's a teal, like it's a really dark, pretty color. If I remember correctly, it's been a couple years now. But I'm kind of wondering if we want that to be blue. I have to talk to him. Just because all the molding, all the molding will be blue on the cabinets. I want that to be all in line so it looks big. Yep, so I guess that'll have to be blue. So all of our trim work on our walls are white. It's a bright white. And so I was kind of debating on that just now. However, yeah, it's gonna have to be the blue. I want it to go all the way up. I don't want to cut those cabinets off with a different color because that'll make them look shorter. First coat of paint on, and it's nice and dry. So this is the dark color. I suspect it will be maybe slightly darker, maybe with another coat. And I'm not sure if we're doing 1 or 2 coats, but we want it to be nice and solid. So it's very dark and it's beautiful. And so just keep in mind, all the counters are going to be this really beautiful white with a little bit of graining in it, whatever it's called, just a little bit. We didn't want a high design on it. But there you go. So those cabinet doors have not been painted yet. We ran out of paint. We thought we had bought 2 cans. We're pretty sure we did. We just can't find the second can. However, we need 2 more cans, and we bought it in the gallon size. And I'll show you the paint that we chose in just a second here. But isn't that gorgeous? It's going to be so pretty in here. We like this color. We have different shades of this color throughout our house, like lighter shades, darker shades of teals. And so we thought this would be a great complement in the kitchen, just to have like a really beautiful standout piece, if you know what I mean. So as you can see, we're painting everything all the same color. And remember, if we don't like it, paint can be changed, but I think we'll love it. Here is the paint that we chose. We bought this at Lowe's. It is a semi-gloss interior and exterior Valspar cabinet and furniture, oil enriched enamel. And so they said they changed that number for the base, but basically there's two you can do. There's two different kinds for mixing. There's a light and a dark. We have to get the dark. It is Sailor's Coat. So if you are interested in the color, it is Sailor's Coat. And yeah, if we decide that we want to do any kind of variation on color for the lower, upper, or the island, if it seems to be too dark and too much, which I highly doubt that's going to be the case, yeah, it's just paint. We can always change it. The other thing we haven't purchased yet are any pulls, handles, pulls for the drawers and doors. And honestly, I'm not going to do that until we get the kitchen done. I want to see what I'm going to like after I have the light fixtures in, because we have a light fixture, a different one that's going to go right above the sink there. And then we have the 3 pendant lights that are going to go along this 8-foot long bar island. I just keep changing the names. It could be a bar, depends on what kind of party we're having. Anyways, yeah, so until we get all that done, I don't feel like I need to buy the pulls yet. All the drawers and the doors open easily with just your fingers. Well, today's the day for counter templates. So exciting. The guy just called. I think our countertops are, I think it's precision counters. I'm not really sure. But anyways, I don't know that matters. But Jason took off all the temporary countertops so that the guy that is on his way here can do all the counter templates. This is exciting. And then tomorrow we head out to Wenatchee. Well, it'll be tomorrow for us, to pick up the rest of the paint that we need to get 2 more coats of paint on all these cabinets. And yeah, and then it's just a matter of waiting for the counters to get in here. So I will share the next update as we get to it. Well, here we are. Paint is done. Oh my gosh, we had to take almost a week off because we ran out of paint, which there's a bright side to that story. But this is the finished color. I'm not sure how well it picks up when I'm videoing. It always looks through the lens like it's not showing up right, but when I watch the video, it usually looks pretty good. It is a very dark color. It's called, I believe, Sailor's Coat. And so we had ran out of paint, and we had to stop. We had to just stop everything for a while. We have to get our paint at Lowe's, and there's no Lowe's around here. The closest one is in Wenatchee, which is like about 2.5 hours away. So we went. Today is Sunday, March 23rd. Paint is done. Everything's drying. It's a huge mess in here still. Of course, it's under construction. All the cabinet doors are painted. I believe he did top, front and back on the doors. I won't bend the camera that much. Anyways, isn't it beautiful? I'm so excited. Those are all my drawers. It's so nice to see them outside of that plastic. They all pull. So excited for that. So one of the things is the first coat of paint. When we bought the paint, we had bought 2 cans, and we thought that's all we needed. When painting day came, we could only find 1 can. We don't know what we did with the other can. We can't find it. So I'm going to say that as a blessing from above, because the can that I showed you the first time is the same exact Valspar cabinet and furniture, oil enriched enamel paint. But when I called to see if they had it on the shelf for the right base to be tinted, they said they changed this number right here. So the first can had a different number. And let me tell you, it was insane. The smell, we woke up with headaches for like 3 days in a row. It was horrible. So we were a little nervous about doing this one, but about putting the next coats on. And he ended up putting, I want to say 3 coats all together just to get maximum coverage. Well, this paint had no smell. It smells lighter than a regular paint. None of that oil stuff, none of that oil. It was bad. So I'm really glad that happened, because I was pretty sure that wasn't good for us to be breathing in, but we had no place else to go. We had to be home. But yeah, all that's done. I'm not sure what he's doing next, if he's gonna let the cabinets cure a little bit, the doors cure a little bit more before he goes in. There's a few touch-up spots, you know, of course, where you pull the paint and things like that off. And yeah, I'm just super excited, my friends. I believe the next video that you see for another update is going to be cabinet doors on, and possibly the flooring will be done. We'll see. I'm not really sure what the timeline is for my husband, but yeah, I'm hoping to have this done before the spring break when I might have some children here, hopefully. All right, until then, my friends, I hope you enjoy all your moments. Thanks for hanging out with us. And let me know, what do you think about these colors? I know that they're really dark and they're not everybody's taste, but I love them. Bye.